allineamento, riposati presso lo skybox.
Everybody, welcome back to Trentino, the Il Ciclamino circuit here, Pietro Murata, for the final race of the day, MXGP Race 2. And as you can see from these fabulous images, we are in an equally fantastic part of the world. We're just north of Lake Garda, 20 minutes or so. And as you can see, you can do a lot of water sports, snow sports, climbing, hiking, mountain biking, you name it. It has everything here. It also has a motocross track as well. And it's round 5 of the FIM Motocross World Championship. Temperature, well, that's generous, 16 degrees, maybe in the sunlight. But as you can see, we are being swamped now by the shade of one of the Dolomites there in the background. It's getting considerably cooler now. But the racetrack, hard packed clay, loose dirt on top, rutty and edgy as well. A real test for the riders, running in the opposite direction for the first time in a long time, and probably for the first time ever. A place that we've been coming to since, what, 1987, when it was a 125 Grand Prix here. It was won that day by Mr. Contini was the winner on a Cagiva in the 125 category. But we are here today, MXGP Race 2, final race of the day. There is Slovenia corner right over there, the red and the yellow. So Massimo Contini winning here in 1987. Who will it be that wins here in 2022? Those fans will be hoping it's Tim Geiser. A great atmosphere here, always. Let's take a look what happened in race 1 before we go anywhere, though, shall we? MXGP race 1. Glenn Koldenoff with his first foxhole shot of the campaign as Prado nudged everybody else wide. Geiser emerged in second place. He went on the defence on the inside. Prado was there in third. Seawer in fourth. Tixier was there in fifth place, actually. On the 911. Then we had this Renault closing in on Mitch Evans in sixth place. He made that mistake, had all that work to do again. Jed Beaton lost seventh place to the hard-charging Calvin Vallanderen, who went on to finish in sixth position. Tim Geiser, though, started to eke into the lead of Koldenoff. Tried on several occasions, but eventually on lap 11, he did go through at the top of the hill, right in front of his home fans. The place just lit up at that moment. Geiser then just disappeared. Maxime Renault got himself down the inside of Evans, eventually to move into sixth place, or fifth even. And then Vallanderen carved his way past the Australian, who would eventually finish in 10th place. Vallanderen came home in sixth position. Maxime Renault parked his teammate, made the pass. That put him into fourth. Seawer now in fifth. Vallanderen closing in on them in sixth place. But Tim Geiser, with his fifth race win of the season, eased over the line what was a comfortable win for the Honda man. Glenn Koldenoff crossed the line second. Jorge Prado third. Renault and Seawer rounding out the top 5. And that was MXGP Race 1. Let's go down to the line, though. Lisa Leyland caught up with Antonio Cairoli. Before that, though, Calvin Vallanderen.
Okay, we're almost ready for MXGP Race 2, the final race of the day, but let's catch up with Calvin Vallanderen. Fantastic ride for you in that first race, finishing 6th. Calvin, you put yourself right where you needed to be, in contention. You're looking good out there.
I feel good out there, honestly. Like, it's nice to feel comfortable and just ride like I know how to ride. I felt like I was even getting hold up a little bit. I tried everything to pass the guys, but it's really tough. These guys we're riding are smart and they know how to block you, so it's all about the start and trying to get get through the first couple turns, and then after that, just trying to pace yourself and get smooth out there. Yeah.
And obviously, this track here totally different going in the other direction, but also they put a lot of sand, loose dirt on top. Suits the Dutchies, perhaps.
Maybe. Honestly, it was really weird to walk the track backwards when I came on Thursday or Friday, but it's nice. It has a kind of nice flow to it, and it's always nice with the mountains and everything. Like, I really enjoy coming here, so it's always got a nice vibe to it, and look forward to another second moto.
Have a good race. Thanks, Calvin. I'm just on the start with Tony Cairoli. It's so nice to have you back at the GPs. You're here supporting your guys from Red Bull Gas, but you're also doing your own thing as well this weekend, aren't you?
Yeah. A lot of appointments, a lot of meeting with the fans, and of course supporting all the guys from Gas. Also for very happy for Tom that gets back what he deserves. So really happy, and for the moment we are really positive. Everything is going well in MX2 class. Jorge is doing a good job in MXGP class, so let's keep like this.
And also, Tony, a special place for you. Obviously, it's Italian GP, but this is where at the MXGP at Pietramarca you picked up your last GP victory, your last race win in MXGP. Special place for you coming back.
Yeah, for sure, it's a very special place. Last time we get on the top of the box was here, so really nice memories always here on this place, and amazing crowd, so really nice.
Good to see you. Thanks, Tony. Okay, good luck to all the guys. It's time for the final race, MXGP Race 2.
Great to have Antonio Cairoli here. 94 Grand Prix wins, his last one coming here at the MXGP at Pietramarca last year, and as Lisa said, his final race win as well. He did get on the podium at Mantova a couple of rounds later, third overall that day, but the legend, the 9-time champ that is Antonio Cairoli, he's had some memorable days here, hasn't he? Like an episode of Friends. Remember the one where he just had that one passing opportunity that got him the overall Grand Prix victory? Let's take a look at the calendar though before we go anywhere. Round 5, almost in the books here, MXGP of Trentino on the left-hand side. We've got a week off before we go to Latvia, a week off, then we go to Maggiora, and that starts a run of, well, quite a busy period actually, because we go to Maggiora, Riola, a week off, and then we've got Spain, Ernée, and Germany, all 3 in a row. We finish in Oman on the 10th of September before heading stateside for the Monster Energy FIM Motocross of Nations at Redbud. Here's how the riders line up, just like they did in race 1, based on their qualifying heat race on Saturday. Tim Geiser, for the second time this year, on pole. Jorge Prado goes to the line second. A resurgent Mitch Evans to the line in third, ahead of Koldenhoff, Bogas, Verato, Van Horbik and Renault, with Siwa Tixier rounding out the top 10. Belandren, well, might not have made the best start, but he made use of what he had at his disposal to come home 6th in race 1. No Nick Lapucci lining up though. He crashed in the qualifying race, re-injured his weak shoulder blade. Tim Geiser, victorious in race 1 for the 5th time this year. Can he go back-to-back and do a double race win here today? One rider that might make it difficult for him, Glenn Koldenhoff, Trinity Yamaha, 2nd in race 1, just fending off the challenge from Jorge Prado. The Red Bull KTM rider, Jorge Prado, 3rd, puts himself in a great spot to be on the top step of the podium, be on the podium, a venue that he won his first ever Grand Prix. Maxime Renault had to dig deep. He was around about 8th or 9th on the opening lap, carved his way through to an eventual 4th with 4 laps to go. And Jeremy Siwa pushed into 5th by his teammate Renault as he came under pressure from Belandren in the latter stages of the race. So he'll be hoping for better, possibly in this second race. We spoke to him a few moments ago. Calvin Belandren looked good in that first race. He even said he felt like the guys were holding him up. So he's obviously feeling comfortable around this circuit today. The Jerry man, Jeremy Van Horbik, Vita SDM Corsa. Good solid ride for him in 7th. Again, another rider that works his way in from outside the top 10. He'll be hoping for something similar. Sits 6th in the championship at the moment. Mitch Evans already fired up. Look, the number 43 alongside his teammate. So the two HRCs over there on the right side, the left of the gate, as they look down the start straight. The Fly Racing 15-second board up for the final time today. The view down the start straight to the inside. About 70 metres down there. Not that long at all. Gate drops here. MXGP race 2. Jorge Prado, can he hold the tight line? Yes, he can. He comes away with a foxhole shot for the first time today, the 5th time this year. Carnage in turn 1, though. Heading uphill. Oh, Jeremy Seawer goes and pops a triple on the opening lap. That's what he was doing in time practice. He obviously was on the right side to not land on Jorge Prado. Big move that from Seawer on this opening lap. Prado it is who leads. Geiser is there. I'm just wondering whether... Oh, no, there's Evans. So Evans okay. Bottom of the hill. Seawer parked between Prado and Geiser. Boger's right there in 4th place. Then Maxime Renault. Watson, a good start and a problem for Prado. He stalls the engine. That was very, very strange. He's now put himself under pressure. Geiser leads. Seawer second. Brian Bogers is in 3rd place. Maxime Renault 4th. Watch this. Watch it. He's almost off the bike there. I'm not sure if he just locked the back brake at some point, but he was almost off the bike. Got it fired up. I think that was rider error for Prado. He's there in 5th place, though. So a costly move for the number 61. Over the line for the first time. Tim Geiser leads. Jeremy Seawer 2nd. Brian Bogus 3rd. The 189. 4th, Maxime Renault. Prado 5th. Ben Watson. Kawasaki Racing Team is in 6th place. Ruben Fernandez 7th. Jonas 8th. Ferrato 9. Van Horbik 10 ahead of Calvin Verlandrum, Tixier, Evans, Beaton, Koldenhoff, Sievenen, Jacobi, Koch, Osland and Van Donnick. Oh, Seawer! Did he face plant the handlebars then? That is the problem when you're going big. I think he'll be taking a trip to the berry farm as well. That was a big case for Jeremy Seawer on that big uphill triple. Geiser under pressure somehow from Seawer, whose voice has gone up about 17 octaves. Back end kicking out on Geiser's Honda though, as he tries to push to get some distance between himself and the Yamaha man. There's Bogus, perfectly placed in 3rd place. Not going to be good enough for a podium, though, although he's only 3 points off of it as it stands right now. Fog lights, anybody? Just identify the riders as they come through the plumes of smoke from the Geiser fans here. A couple of bobbles there from Seawer, another one going into the final corner. 1/10 slower than the fastest man on track. The guy he's chasing down, Tim Geiser. Bogus 3rd. There's Prado. He's still in 5th place. The man ahead of him, 959, Maxime Renault. Renault on course for a podium. So too is Prado. Those two are tied on points at the moment on 36. So we've got Geiser on 50, Seawer on 38, Renault on 36, Prado 36, Bogus on 33. As it stands right now. But Glenn Koldenhoff, who was 2nd in race 1, he's buried in 14th place at the moment. Ferrato's just found his way past Jonas into 8th, so Jonas in 9th. Koldenhoff up to 13th. He's just passed Tixier. but he's on 29 points, probably 30 points when he comes through. He's got some work to do if he wants to get on the podium as well. There is Jonas. Ferrato just finding his way past the number 41. Into 8th place. Verlanderen finding his way past Van Horwijk to go into 10th. Mitch Evans just behind them in 12th place. But Koldenhoff up to 13th with a lot of work to do. You'll see him go by in the opposite direction. Fantastic ride this, though, for Ben Watson in 6th place. Haven't seen too much of the Brit this year. The Kawasaki rider. Tim Geiser, though, looking like... Oh, Seawer goes down! Picks himself up in 3rd, hands 2nd to Brian Bogus. And the proud Bogus down. What a crazy couple of corners. Seawer regains a position then. Prado just behind them. Oh, perfectly done that time around, though, for Seawer. But Brian Bogus, just a tip over in the final corner after the finish line. Pressure that he didn't need. Falls from 2nd. He's now in 4th place. Prado trying to go around the outside of him at the top of the hill. And the Spaniard may have succeeded, you know. No, he hasn't. Ben Watson just behind these two. If one rider needs a good result, it's that rider there, number 919, Kawasaki Racing Team, Ben Watson. He's got everybody pretty much where he wants them. But Bogus, the standing construct Husqvarna, took 2nd, lost 2nd, went back to 4th. He's closing back in on Maxim Renault. He's dealing with the threat from Jorge Prado. Going to be a busy old few laps for the Dutchman. Prado not giving up. He also knows he can't afford Geiser to get too far ahead, because that's points in a championship. It was 26 at the start of the race. It's now out to 35. The gap between Geiser and Prado. This is where Bogus fell shortly after taking 2nd. Oh! Prado hits neutral coming out of that final turn onto pit lane. Watch this here. This was Prado hitting neutral, and also pit board over on the right said smooth, and then Bogus also a little bit out of his seat. Put a bit of distance between himself and the number 61, though, has Brian Bogus, who has a word with the bank and stalls the engine. Out of 4th place, Brian Bogus. So Prado then up into 4th place. Has got going, but I think he's behind Ferrato. 7th place for Brian Bogus. Two Yamahas, 2nd and 3rd, Seawer and Renault. Prado up to 4th, Watson up to 5th, Ferrato 6th, Bogus 7th, Fernandez 8th. Yeah, just caught the bank and then stalled it. Quickly fired up, but not before Fernandez and Ferrato went through. Well, those two challenged, went in hot, didn't he, for Fernandez? Relatively clear track then for Jorge Prado as he closes down the first of two monster in his Yamahas in the form of Maxim Renault. The Red Bull Gas rider here, number 61. Possibly a little bit of fortune there with that mistake from Bogus. Ben Watson, they're in 5th place. Kawasaki Racing Team, 5th place. I almost said 6th, but he's in 5th. Coming up the hill towards us now, trying to keep Alberto Ferrato behind him. Just needs to keep it smooth. The qualifying race, he fell at the bottom of this hill here, just got cross-rutted. Managing to do all that very well now, though. Just needs to settle down and just believe in himself. He's closing in on Jorge Prado. This will be doing a world of confidence for him. And he's put in the fastest sector 2, the same time as Maxime Renault, 23.473 seconds. So nothing wrong with his speed. Just needs to start rebuilding that confidence. And it's not easy either, is it? Because he hasn't got a teammate to bounce off of. Roman Febvre still recovering from that ankle injury. So all the testing, everything he's doing by himself, riding by himself. Of course, the team are working really hard to help him, push him and everything. But the information would be nice just to gain extra information. But doing a great job here in race 2, the 919. But Ferrato sides down the inside, taking no prisoners. So the SM Action Racing Team, US battery gas rider, Alberto Ferrato now moves up into 5th. Boga's just behind them in 7th place. Ferrato going after Prado. Top of the hill. Bogas is catching Watson as well, pretty rapidly. Right, this is Jeremy Seewer. He's had quite an eventful race, and it started on the very first lap. On the uphill triple, this was him tripling in. That's 35 metres. Got himself on the back. This was the second lap. Hi, my name's Jeremy. Third one, absolutely perfect. This wasn't perfect, though. Lost the front, lost the back, off the side of the bike. Bit of a rodeo ride. Chipper. Can't hide the disappointment on that man's face. But he is back into 2nd place, though. Being pushed by his teammate, Maxime Renault. The gap between Geiser and Seewer, 10 seconds. How much less would it have been had he not made the mistake? Because he obviously lost. He got up pretty quickly, lost a bit of time, but Geiser just riding so strong at the moment. So too is Alberto Ferrato. What a ride for Albi Ferrato. The SM Action Racing US battery, he has made light work of Prado. A 47.4, fastest lap of the race so far. Where has that come from? Tim Geiser that time around was only a 48.1. Everyone else around him in the 48s. He's the only rider to go below that 48 benchmark. Absolutely riding on adrenaline and fueled by the Italian passion of the fans. His corner speed is on, isn't it? On point. Wonder how many laps he can keep this up for, though. How long he can keep this up for. Vlaanderen up to 8th. He's found his way past Ruben Fernandez. So the Kevin van Venrooy Yamaha rider now closing in as Koldenhoff, who was up to 12th place, tips over. Watch this. Just locks up and then folds the front. No way through there. Steeper than it looks as well. Lost a position to, was it Koch? I think it was. And Tixier maybe. So yeah, lost 2 positions. So he was up to 12th. A podium now not possible for the Hoff. Jorge Prado is still 4th overall at the moment, tied in what is a 3-way tie between Seewer, Renault and Prado, all on 38 points. He needs to find his way onto the back of Renault to make it happen. But you've got a hard charge in Alberto Ferrato, who also wants to move into that 4th place. But Prado digging his heels in, 47.6. Geiser was a 48.6, Seewer a 49.1, Renault a 48.6, Ferrato 49.09. So all of a sudden Prado is on it, and so too is Maxime Renault. All over the back of Jeremy Seewer. This is 2nd and 3rd. Seewer on 38 points, Renault on 38 points. He will move to 40. Seewer will drop to 36. And he'll be knocked off the podium as well. So a lot riding on this and these two riders. Prado gaining on the two of them though in the background as he ups his game. Ferrato also digging in. 2 personal best sectors, sectors 1 and 2. Concerned look on the face of Louis Vosters, the boss man at Monster Energy Yamaha. As Seewer coming under attack from his teammate, Maxime Renault, the Frenchman, the current reigning MX2 world champion, has definitely found his feet in MXGP. Prado, Ferrato, another good lap for Ferrato. Ben Watson put it in his fastest lap last time around. Waiting for him to come through, and he does it again. 2 laps on the bounce. Bogas, Melandrin and Fernandez behind him all do the same. Ferrato just chucking that 450 gas in there. He's a big lad, but he's not that old, is he? Ferrato. Still eligible to be in MX2, which means under 23. 23 or under, if you like. Here's Watson. Bogas, standing construct. Husqvarna takes the 2nd line choice this time around. Probably has done since he caught the bank. How many people are sat at home willing Ferrato to make a move? He's dropped back, he's got back into contention. He's definitely on it. So too Renault. Back onto the rear wheel of Seewer. These two fighting over 2nd place. Is Seewer still doing the triple? Going into turn 3 or not? Or has he stopped doing that? Oh, Maxime Renault probably didn't look as bad in real life. Looked like he just jumped across to the left too much there, but obviously had plenty of landing room. Atmosphere Electric ran this part of the racetrack. Oh, losing the front again, Seewer. As Maxime Renault pushing hard all the while. Prado and Ferrato. That's not a law firm, but they are gaining. Prado under attack from the burly Italian. What a race this has been, though, for Ferrato. Got a 6th in the opening race of the year, Matterley Basin. He's currently in 5th. Quick pull of the tear-offs. Looking to try something different around the outside there. Doesn't want to follow. Takes the longer option into this right-hander as well, the 303. Locks in behind him there. That line now kind of stopping the threat from the outside. The 2 lines going in together. Seewer has done a good job of breaking free from his teammate at the moment, leaving him to deal with the challenge of these two. The 61 of Jorge Prado and the 303 of Albi Ferrato. We still have a three-way tie for second overall in the Grand Prix. Jeremy Seewer with a 5th and a 2nd. Maxime Renault with a 4th and a 3rd. Jorge Prado with a 3rd and a 4th, all on 38 points. One of them is going to be disappointed in about 10 minutes plus 2 laps time. And if Alberto Ferrato, who has the Italian fans on his feet, on their feet, if he can find a way past Jorge Prado, that makes his job even more difficult. Really riding well is Ferrato. We may not have Antonio Cairoli racing here this weekend in MXGP, but Ferrato trying to get the fans on his side. Oh, front end, he hit a rock. Renault absolutely bounced off a rock. Handlebar snatched out of his hands there. Wasn't so much a rock as a house brick. It was absolutely massive. Prado going defensive. Ferrato not letting him off the hook. Again, goes inside. Look how the two lines meet here. So the height of that berm on the inside, if you go outside now, you're almost going to jump out of the corner there. Nicely done, Albie. Going the long way around here as well. Anything to find a way through on the 61. Just under 9 minutes to go. Plus 2 laps. Lap time's around about 1:49. Geiser 10.5 seconds clear at the moment of Seewer, but this is 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th in that same corner on the same straight heading up to the step up. Seewer, Renault, Prado, Ferrato. There's Geiser in the opposite direction in the final turn. Fans over there loving what they're seeing from the HRC man. Renault is not done with his teammate. Can't quite get alongside him though. There's Ferrato gone. Ferrato's gone in the corner. That's the waved yellows. Alberto Ferrato out of 5th place. He's just gone in too hot, too deep, over the bars. He may have even gone for a bit of a swim. The Italians applaud his move though. Watch this. Oh, bike just buries itself in the dirt, launches him off the side. A hard hit for Ferrato. They can't believe it down there. Prado off the hook. So it's all gone quiet over there as Ferrato picks himself up in 18th, but not sure if he will continue or try and pick up points or maybe just take an early trip to the showers, but it was a good effort while it lasted. And look how that has allowed Prado just to go, right, I don't have that pressure behind me. Where's my gearbox? There, I will shift another gear. But this guy here is absolutely taking the pistachio today. 2 race wins are on the cards, and the way that he's doing it, just so cool, calm and calculated. And evidence again, you cannot give, when he gets a good start and when he's in this mood, as he has been all season long, you just can't give him that much time. He looks like he's on a training ride. 13 laps complete. Lead now for Renault. Because, Seewer absolutely sublime over that triple again. Seewer gets caught by Renault. Renault then has no answer on that part of the racetrack, has to do all that work again. But the reason why his mechanic Valentin put the board out to him, Maxime Renault. Just watch this from the moon cam. That's the difference. 22 metres to 35 metres. But the reason why his mechanic, Maxim Renault's mechanic, Valentin, put the board out to him there, need now, is because they know how tight it is for the podium. You pass Siwa, you're second overall. You pass Siwa, you take points away from your teammate, hand them to Prado, and he'll be on the podium. So a lot riding on this, with 5 minutes plus 2 to go. Slowing it up just to try and get on the fat part of the tyre, just to hit that downhill straight, because you can see just one or two edges creeping in as the back end lights up on Siwa's rear end. So Ferrato then out of the points at the moment. Did take a hard hit though, didn't he, through this long sweeping right-hander. Bike dug in around about nowish and just gave him nowhere to go. 14 laps complete. It's irrelevant as to how far Geiser is clear of these three, because this is where the battle is. Second, third, fourth in the race, second, third, fourth in the overall Grand Prix, all on the same points. This time he jumps short, and this time Renault has a lifeline. Almost bar to bar as they drop downhill. The Frenchman takes the outside. They've started to drop Prado ever so slightly as they go and do battle all by themselves. Outside line, probably not going to work. He's gone all the way around there, look. Gets back over, not too bad for Renault. See, Renault is there. He would have seen the mudguard alongside him. Definitely on the defence now is Jeremy Siwa. Just one podium for Siwa this year, third overall. Natalie Basin, Great Britain. Renault, 2 podiums. Prado has been on the podium at every round, including a win last time out in Portugal. How you doing, Chipper? That's your cold one. Chipper, the mechanic for Siwa. Whoa. Don't want to be leaving the door open there. Absolutely locked onto his teammate, isn't he, Renault? And he may just find a way through here. He does, he closes down the door. We have a change for second, and we have a change in the podium as well, because Geiser now leads Renault by almost 12 seconds. Siwa is third, Prado fourth. But the podium, Geiser, Renault and Prado. Siwa off the podium. He's got 2 points to make up. He needs to find his way back past his teammate. But the way that Renault is riding, that doesn't look like it's going to be happening. Still gets over the triple. That was the reason why he was able to get caught that time around, because Renault was on him anyway. And he wasn't able to escape him because he couldn't get that extra distance. So Prado will probably be buying Renault a drink later on today. Because that pass has enabled him to get on the podium himself, third overall. Oh, face full of roost. Prado, though, knows he needs points in the championship as well. It's not just about the podiums. He finds his way past Siwa. It's another 2 points for him. But Geiser, just over a minute to go. Hard to look past him at the moment, isn't it? For a potential 5th title, but I know we're in round 5 of 20. And there's still a long way to go. But it's going to be a noisy podium once again here. Prado closing back in on Siwa. Siwa just looks a little bit nervous all of a sudden. He's lost the toe to his teammate. He's now under threat. Oh, Valandrin's down off that step down. And that looks serious for Valandrin. He was in 11th place. It's going to be a high side, isn't it? Oh, over the bars. Just didn't get the drive, or maybe just hit a neutral. Hard hit for Valandrin. Meanwhile, 3 to go, 2.5 to go at this stage. Over on the far side of the circuit, just hitting that step down now, Tim Geiser. He steps up into the opposite direction. As he prepares to round the long downhill in front of his fans, getting ready to take the 2-lap board. Incidentally, when Geiser won his last Grand Prix in Argentina, that was Honda's 350th Grand Prix victory since they entered the championship, the World Championship, in 1975. Siwa under attack still from the number 61 of Jorge Prado. The Spaniard desperate to find a way past the Swiss. Bogas closing in behind them. His fastest lap of the race, a 1:48.1 compared to a 49.8 and a 49.5 of Prado and Siwa. We could have a three-way battle for third place, because there's Bogas in the background in the white helmet. The standing construct Husqvarna rider has done well to bridge the gap. Can he get onto the rear wheel though and execute a pass, or has he just left it too late? Siwa holding his nerve at the moment. In third. He's not going to finish on the podium though, as things remain. One thing that will help him though is Brian Bogas, if he can find his way past Prado. Easier said than done. Into the final turn, bottom right corner of your screen, Tim Geiser. 1 lap to go for the Team HRC man. Renault second. He's going to be second overall in the Grand Prix if he stays where he is. Look at this from Bogas. He has got Prado right in his sights. Siwa could find himself back on the podium on the final lap. Uphill for the final time. Siwa pops a triple just to put some distance between himself and Prado. Can he fend off the challenge from the Dutchman though? Bogas goes to the outside. The security of that berm. And follows Prado through. Just trying to work out where Bogas could possibly make a pass. He needs to be closer though, that's the issue. And Prado also looks like he's turned it up. Going back after Siwa, half a lap to go. May have just left his charge too late, Bogas. I'm sure Prado knows he's on the podium. As these three fight over third, fourth and fifth position. Maxime Renault just ahead of him in second. Tim Geiser, 8.5 seconds now. He's backed it off considerably. Here he is. Downhill for the final time. 2:43, Tim Geiser. goes past his fans, gives them a quick nod of appreciation. Tim Geiser wins race 2. He wins the MXGP of Trentino. Renault second, Seaver third, Prado fourth, Bogas fifth, as quick as that. But Tim Geiser, his 37th Grand Prix victory. Here at the MXGP of Trentino. If he could, and you know what, the only thing now that we see after this race is being run around the opposite direction, normally he would be able to go over the finish line, turn right and go right in front of the fans there. Being denied that opportunity, but I'm sure they'll break down the fences any moment now when all the riders are off the track, and they will be there in front of the podium to enjoy the national anthem. But Tim Geiser, victorious for the 4th time out of 5 rounds this year. He does it with his first double race win of the season. And here he is getting ready to speak to Lisa.
Geiser, massive congratulations. You're so cool, calm, calculated out there. 1-1 to get your 4th overall of the season. Perfect day for you.
Yeah, I'm super happy. You know, it's the first perfect day of the year, and yeah, I was enjoying it. I think no better way to do it than in front of so many Slovenian fans. So I'm super happy. I was enjoying a lot today. Really enjoying riding. So yeah, it was a good day. It's a good day.
Great job. Thanks, Tim.
Thank you.
Tim Geiser, his 4th Grand Prix victory of the season, his 37th career win. The HRC man strengthens his grip on the championship after 5 rounds by winning the MXGP of Trentino. He arrived here with a 21-point lead over Jorge Prado. Now goes out to 33 after today's performance. Give you official confirmation then. MXGP Race 2. A win for Tim Geiser. Maxim Renault, Jeremy Seaver rounding out the top 3 ahead of Prado, Bogas, Watson. 6th place finish. Fantastic ride for the Brit. Fernandez 7th, Van Hoorbeek 8th. Mitch Evans coming home in 9th place ahead of Jordi Tixier. Then Glenn Koldenoff got himself back to 11th after an up-and-down race. And we had Tom Clark, Brent Van Donnick, Jed Beaton, Alvin Osland, Hardy Rousior, Jorge Zaragoza, Mira Sievenen, Ismael Guarize and Charles Lefrancois. Geiser, 1-1 here in Trentino. He equals Jeffrey Hurlings and Tony Cairoli as 5-time winners around Il Ciclamino. Renault and Prado join him on the podium. See what I mean about the army of Slovenians making their way to the podium. Tim Geiser increases his lead to 33 points over Jorge Prado with a magnificent victory here today. Brian Bogas moves up to 6th in the championship after finishing 6th overall here today as well. A good performance from the standing construct Husqvarna man. Honda lead the way in the championship. The only change, Beta up to 5th. KTM dropping down to 6th place. Well, you wanted noise, you wanted atmosphere. We've got it all in abundance as we get ready for another podium. The 5th of the season. Round 5 is in the books. Tim Geiser, a 4-time winner this season. He was 2nd in Portugal. Take a look at the Foxhole shot before we go anywhere, though, shall we? Jorge Prado with his 5th black plate of the season. Henry Jacobi on 3, then Koldenoff on 1. Tim Geiser also has 1. This is the beauty of MXGP. When you have scenes like this, the Slovenians travelling across the border to support their man Tim Geiser. We've seen it in the past with Tony Cairoli as well. The noise, the atmosphere, absolutely electric. But third overall this weekend, Jorge Prado, Red Bull Gas Factory Racing. On the third step of the podium, Maxime Renault, second overall, Monster Energy Yamaha Factory MXGP. His third podium of the season in his rookie season in the class as well. Tim Geiser, Team HRC, victorious once again for the 5th time here in Trentino. And for the 37th time in his career, gets to stand on the top step of the podium. And he is all smiles, and why wouldn't he be? He now holds a 33-point advantage over Jorge Prado. Somewhere in there is Giacomo Garibaldi to the left, well, not anymore. Gianfranco Pasqua, MC Arco president, delivers a third-place trophy to Jorge Prado. The 10th time he's finished third in his career. 58 podiums now for the Spaniard. Francesco Mezzazalma hands the second-place trophy to Maxime Renault. Back on track after 11th overall in Portugal. The Monster Energy Yamaha rider stays at third in the championship. Roberto Feloni, Trentino Sport and Tourism Councillor, hands the winner's trophy to Tim Geiser, Team HRC. The winner here at round 5. Let the party begin, folks. The team trophy goes to Giacomo Garibaldi. Another one on the shelf. He'll point to the team down there. This one's for you. The red plate delivered by Antonio Alia Portela, the FIM CMS director. Yet to be headed so far in 2022. Tim Geiser taking control of the championship in MXGP. Oh, to be Slovenian and a Honda employee this weekend in Trentino. National anthem time for Tim Geiser and his Slovenian fans. National anthem for Japan, winning manufacturer this weekend, but you would be forgiven for thinking we were in Slovenia. The way the fans just sang that national anthem in front of Tim Geiser. Victorious here, round 5, the MXGP of Trentino with a double race win. Maxime Renault second overall, Jorge Prado third. We will talk to the top 3 in a moment, but before we do, let's take a quick look at the highlights from that second MXGP race. MXGP race 2. Jorge Prado with his 5th foxhole shot of the season. Carnage at the back, 3 riders, 4 riders going down. Jeremy Seawer emerging second. Watch this at the opening lap. Stays out of the way of, well, you won't see it there, but Jorge Prado led. He hit a neutral or stalled the bike. He went from 1st to 5th or 6th. Had some work to do. Seawer then fell from 2nd, handed 2nd to Bogas. 2 corners later, Bogas then fell from 2nd, and then he stalled at the top of the hill as he was trying to get back through as well. Bogas then back down to 9th and down to 7th, and then he started carving his way back towards the top 5. Then Watson got caught by a hard charging Alberto Ferrato. He moved into 5th, but then hit the ground with a thud, did the Italian. You would not see him again after that. They weren't happy. I'm sure he wasn't either. Maxime Renault stuck this pass on Jeremy Seawer to move into 2nd place. That changed the podium. It put his teammate off the 3rd step, or the 2nd step actually. Tim Geiser though won the race from Renault and Seawer. Geiser victorious here in the Grand Prix. Here he is with Lisa.
Tim Geiser, congratulations, 4th overall victory, perfect weekend. First race took you a while to pass, but that second race you were just doing your own thing, ahead of field. It was a lonely race. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it was a great weekend. You know, I was really excited coming here to Arco, especially this year. It's like a first year after 2 years of, you know, being quite quiet here in Arco. But yeah, it was great. You know, have two good races. Second one was, yeah, really good. You know, take a good start and then quickly passing on the beginning and then make a comfortable lead and control the race. So yeah, pretty happy. I want to say huge thank you to everybody. You know, all my team, everybody around me, all the fans. Thank you very much, guys.
Great job. Thanks, Tim. Second overall today we have Maxime Renault. Maxime, you had a bit of an off weekend last weekend, but clearly you've managed to regroup. Nice move on your teammate to secure this 2nd position. Tell us about your weekend.
Yeah, it was really good. You know, this podium feels special to me because after last weekend, doubts were starting to come, you know, so it was really good to bounce back and to get back on the podium. I knew the move on my teammate on 2nd moto was really decisive because I was fighting for the podium places and I could make it really smart and nice move, so I'm really happy with this podium. Just enjoy so much that podium, yeah.
Okay, great job. Jorge Prado, 3rd overall, 100% podium record. But just tell us what happened in that second race. Did you stall or something? You had a lot of work to do, but look, you've got a podium.
Yeah, I mean, 5 races, 5 podiums in a row, so let's say it's not bad, but, you know, having the whole shot in 2nd moto with a clear track and then 3rd away in sector 3, I stole the bike and then I just couldn't start as quick, very quick, so everybody passed me, and it was a pity because, you know, in this track it's hard to pass, and I was feeling good into coming to 2nd moto, so it was a pity having the lead, stalling the bike, and then everybody passed me. Couldn't make any moves to the front, so it is what it is. Gotta keep working and bounce back in Latvia.
Okay, thanks, Jorge.
Jorge Prado hoping to be on the top step of the podium here this weekend, but 3rd. But it is a podium every round so far. But just costing him points in the championship chase. He started the day 2nd, 21 points behind Tim Geiser. He leaves here 33 points behind him now. Maxime Renault back on the box after doubts crept in Portugal, where he was 11th overall. So a good podium, a special podium for the Monster Energy Yamaha rider, who consolidates that 3rd place in the championship standings at the moment. But Tim Geiser, Team HRC, was absolutely immaculate here today. 2 wins. The second one, oh so comfortable. A 33-point lead at the top of the championship. He'll enjoy his week off before we head to Latvia, round 6. And that was the MXGP of Trentino. We will be back in 2 weeks' time when we head to Kegams, the MXGP of Latvia. The atmosphere, the party will continue here in Italy. But from us, from me, Paul Malin, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time at the